pense que c'est à cause de ça que tu sais pas patiner au virage. Normalement, là, mon pote, là, mon petit gars.
Je me suis entraîné.
Ouais, mais tu t'inquiètes pas, t'auras pas besoin de comprendre là.
Je me suis entraîné dans les virages avec le pain.
C'est vrai?
Oui.
Et après, par
Sur
contre,
l'école de carrière.
après, il faut que tu fasses pas le coup de genou, mais il faut que ce soit fluide maintenant.
Oui.
Le but, c'était juste pour que ça te soit utile en fait, comme les mots techniques après. Alors là, mon gars.
Si je vais pas vite avec ça, tu vas me fâcher.
Je te pète la gueule.
Ah.
Là, je dis à Roland, allez, laisse tomber. Ouais, c'est sûr, tu vas aller vite, mon gars.
My name is Timothy Loubineaud. I'm 28 years old. I'm four-time European champion and silver medalist at the World Championship. I'm representing for 2024 the Bont Europe team.
On va aller chez moi. Oh, j'aime bien cette musique. Ce qui est bien, c'est que je suis pas très loin de la piste non plus. C'est ça que j'aime bien ici. Le trajet le plus long que j'ai à faire, c'est 10 minutes.
Tu peux pas venir en vélo?
Je pourrais venir en vélo, mais je me dis que j'ai une voiture hybride et que des fois j'ai un peu la flemme. Du coup, je me dis que je pollue pas trop quand même, donc ça va. C'est pas très responsable, mais bon, voilà. Je peux pas tout faire bien. J'ai commencé le roller, c'est hyper amusant parce que quand j'étais petit, à côté de mon école primaire, il y avait la patinoire qui est principalement utilisée pour le rink hockey, le roller hockey et le patinage artistique. Et en fait, ce qui s'est passé, c'est que tous les mercredis après-midi, ils appelaient, à l'époque, parce que ça n'existe plus, les soirées roller. Sauf qu'en fait, c'était pas du tout des soirées roller, c'était plus des après-midi roller, mais comme il y avait une petite boule disco, qu'on était un peu ambiance États-Unis dans le noir, etc., et qu'on était que des jeunes, c'était autorisé jusqu'à maximum 18 ans. Donc du coup, j'ai commencé comme ça, et ma grand-mère, en fait, elle était trésorière de ce petit événement, quoi, à chaque fois, tous les mercredis. Et du coup, c'est comme ça que ça a commencé. Moi, j'y allais, je mettais les patins et j'adorais patiner, mais je voulais faire la course, en fait, avec tout le monde. Et comme ma grand-mère, elle connaissait bien le président du club de Jean-Mestras de roller en ligne, du coup j'ai commencé à 6 ans et ça a été la première licence que j'ai prise. Et depuis maintenant 22 ans, je suis un abonné fidèle à cette licence et je compte pas changer.
Qui c'est ça?
Qui c'est ça?
Mais là, mon gars, bon là l'eau elle est pas terrible, mais à cause de la météo. Et là-bas c'est la salle de muscu, en face de la piscine. Comme ça, dès que je suis fatigué, bam, plouf. Ah ouais, non ici c'est trop, puis c'est calme en fait.
C'est
Trop bien.
J'ai toujours eu envie qu'un de mes deux garçons fasse du roller.
Pas de l'artistique.
Mais surtout pas de l'artistique. Parce que moi j'ai fait de l'artistique pendant 25 ans. Et mon mari a fait du hockey. Et donc j'avais toujours dit, ça a toujours été une passion pour moi, puisque c'était toute mon enfance qu'un de mes enfants donc, serait sur les rollers. Alors, soit du hockey.
Fallait que ça tombe sur moi.
Soit de la course, donc le plus grand a fait du cyclisme, donc c'était raté. Et donc le petit dernier est arrivé, et donc on avait décidé de le mettre sur les rollers. Et ses premiers rollers qu'il a eu à l'âge de 4 ans, il a dormi avec. C'était le Père Noël qui lui avait amené. Il a dormi avec, et puis après c'est parti.
Mais avant, quand j'étais plus jeune avec mon papa, on venait beaucoup faire cette montée en VTT ou des trucs comme ça. Maintenant, bon, on peut plus trop parce que déjà il y a eu les incendies, etc. Donc c'est un peu différent. En fait, il y a eu le Covid qui a beaucoup changé la dynamique de cette partie-là. Mais ce qui a beaucoup changé, c'est qu'il y a 2 ans, on a eu des feux, ça a tout brûlé. Là, bon là c'est quand même bien remis, mais ça a été un coup dur quand même. C'était quand le vendredi après-midi, quand j'étais en primaire, on avait toujours en fait une activité sportive. Et pendant un trimestre, on avait ce qu'on appelait la promenade. Et on partait faire des petites excursions de 4-5 heures. Et c'était vraiment le top. Et on passait souvent ici. Et c'était toujours le moment. Là, on partait des arbres à peu près ici ou du panneau. C'était le premier arrivé en haut. Je peux te dire, il faisait craquer toutes les filles. Devine qui c'est qui gagnait le plus souvent, mon copain. Ah, mon copain, je veux te dire, avec du Jean Mestras, quand j'avais 6 ans, je n'étais pas dépourvu de bisous, mon petit copain. Timothy is a strong skater. He's, to my mind, a potential world champion in the next years. But he's also a lovely guy. I mean, he's a really emotive skater, and you can see that when he wins, he's truly happy about it, and if he loses, he's also really sad about it. And I mean, he's a passion-driven skater, that's for sure.
Quand il était jeune, de toute façon, il n'en avait jamais assez. Il voulait s'entraîner, il aurait pu s'entraîner tous les jours. Et j'ai une anecdote que je raconte souvent, c'est que ses parents avaient l'habitude de partir en vacances pour Noël 1er de l'an, et il restait avec sa grand-mère pour s'entraîner. Et on s'est entraîné en indoor tous les jours, et la veille de Noël, il me dit à demain. Et je lui dis non, demain c'est Noël. Ah bah c'est pas grave, hein. Voilà, donc lui c'était tous les jours.
For the 2024 season, my goals are to be world champion, because last year I went 3-time European champion in my hometown. So I think it's important for me to be now a world champion. I proved myself that I could be one of the best skaters in Europe, but now I need to prove to the world that I am the best skater in the world.
He's part of these skaters skating on inlines during summertime and then skating on ice during winter time, and he's proved to be really consistent and strong on ice over the last winter. And he's made a step up the last 2-3 years, even though there were some sparkles of it already 4 to 5 years ago. I remember that he would have been world champion a few years ago, but he was unfortunately disqualified. Whether it was the right call or not from the referees, I don't know. I have no opinion about that, but that was a missed opportunity. But I'm sure that there would be some more in the years to come. Yes, he has the potential to be a world champion.
In Arena, it's always special. I've been here for the first edition in 2010, and I've come back every year since then. So it's my 14th time in Geisingen International.
It's always difficult here in Geisingen. The level is really high.
Like from the ring race in China, I have a little injury and I feel it here like crazy. It will be a difficult weekend for me. We'll see.
Geisingen for me, it's always nice to come here. I mean, the arena, it's the only one in the world that, or at least the only one I've been to that looks like this. It's amazing. And there are so many athletes, so it's always a pleasure to come here.
So I've heard it's the fastest track in the world, and I really want to see how fast I can go.
Yeah, the level of the competition is insane. It's the level of a world championship. And for us Europeans to have it early in April is crazy, super challenging.
But for me personally, result-wise, it has never been my best track, because it's so fast and so early in the season, especially after the ice, the transition and everything. For me, it's kind of hard to perform well here, but I hope I can help the team as good as possible.
I never expected the track to be this fast, especially with an indoor enclosure. Skating on it really felt like I am actually going fast without putting much power. So I think the more power I push, the more the track can hold on to it.
Hi, my name is Loubineaud and I'm the owner of the Arena Geisingen track. We wanted to build the best facility possible for the sport. As soon as we got in contact with the sport, we noticed that there are no good training facilities in this part of Germany. And so the first plan was to build a track just for training. Then we were thinking also about competitions, and when we were thinking about competitions, we were thinking about a roof to cover it. Then we were thinking about closing the arena. We had to think about the spectators, to build tribunes, the sanitary rooms and the restaurant and the shop. And what you see together is the result of a plan of 3 years.
The nerves from everyone are now picking up. The tension is rising, so quite exciting.
Voilà. On fait de l'italien, espagnol. Juste pas l'allemand. Mais ouais, il y a juste pas l'allemand. Ouais. L'allemand c'est difficile. Ah non, c'est pas difficile.
I think I go home, and then 3 days home, and then I go. So
Around the world.
yeah, so, that's what Mike did, eh? Who? Mike Paes. Okay, there was Mexico, Belgium, China. Crazy. And then get second.
Yeah, really nice, probably really good. Yeah, it's good. I like this guy. I know him from a very long time.
Yeah. 4-1, yeah. It seems like this year everybody is also a bit faster.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think so?
It's a lot of people going fast.
I remember last year you could have, you could have win.
Wow. Still a far distance to win.
I think that was the fastest lap from a long distance.
Hello, I'm Bart Swings. I'm 33 years old. I'm 19 times world champion, Olympic gold medalist in Beijing, and in 2024 I raced for Powerslide Vesmaco. My goal for this weekend here in Geisingen is to win the long distance races. Every year we're struggling on the points race, especially the last 2 years. It's hasn't gone our way, and the level is super high, of course, and it's tricky to win this race.
Bart is probably a legend. I don't know if he's the strongest skater ever. I think some of the skaters have been as strong as he is now. I think Joey Montilla was probably, I think he was even stronger on inline. Probably not as versatile as Bart is. What makes Bart special is his ability to just kill the race from the start. I mean, he's done it so many times. Nobody is even able to keep up 5K with him, and he just races on his own, and that what makes him so special.
Bart Swings is Bart Swings. He's the best skater. He's the stronger. He's the most impressive skaters of our generation. He's really hard to beat. He's also getting older, and myself too, but I'm a little bit younger. So of course the challenge is always to beat him. And he knows that everyone wants to beat him. Yeah, it's not easy to beat Bart Swings on the starting line. It's like, you know, especially here in a points race, everybody's looking at you. Everybody sees you as a favorite. When I go, I know almost everybody tries to follow or wants to chase you. So yeah, you also have to adapt a tactic about that. So I know I'm not the person who can wait half of the race and then say, okay, now I'm gonna attack, and I hope they don't follow. No, it's not gonna happen. If I attack, there will be at least one guy already sitting the whole race on me, and the other few they will react as fast as possible. So it's something I'm used to, but I think I also developed a good tactic to win like this, but it's not always working, of course. But yeah, it's part of the game.
Putain, j'ai gagné fort. Bon, ma combinaison.
Avec sa gourde de 30 centilitres là.
Putain, je te jure. Et là c'est dans ces moments-là où je me dis, ma maman, elle va râler parce que vu comment j'ai rangé la chambre. Donc maman, si tu regardes ça, t'inquiète pas. Parce que ouais, on fait des combinaisons là. Je sais pas combien d'euros pour qu'elles soient aérodynamiques. Et puis après tu poses un dossard, le truc ça fait parachute. Bah moi ça passe pas parachute.
Welcome to Geisingen, the inline skating super speedway. Speedy races and new world records should be on the agenda. Geisingen is the top-notch track worldwide.
It will be very tactic 500 meters because it's not the same like Dublin Sprint. It's so different races because we see some girls that yesterday was crazy in the Dublin, but now in the 500 meter it's difficult to start. So we see what happened here and we want to enjoy the races.
Here the track is not complicated at all, like pretty much everyone can skate here. And for me the best strategy is to focus on skating nice.
Comme je disais, il y a beaucoup de niveaux cette année, donc il n'y avait pas trop de place à l'erreur, même en série.
Team Arena Geisingen is Kevin Lannis and on the third place Matthias Bernabé. Close finish.
Wow.
41.766.
Kevin Lannis.
And this isn't fast enough for the final.
J'arrive sur une série où on n'est que 3 et je fais le 500 tout seul devant. Et je savais que physiquement, en ce moment, c'était pas facile pour moi. Et que j'aurais préféré faire un 500 plutôt emmené par quelqu'un dans les roues et jusqu'à l'arrivée. Et du coup, je fais un 500 en 41 secondes 7, ce qui est vraiment loin du top 40. Donc là, je me prends un peu une claque. Je me prends une claque parce que le 500 mètres, je fais champion de France l'année dernière. C'est un peu les distances que je vise en ce moment. Donc non, très très dur. Et j'ai eu mes entraîneurs au téléphone. J'étais vraiment dans le mal. C'était compliqué moralement à accepter en fait.
It's always complicated to find words when someone is have a bad period like this, but you just have to stay positive and the performance will come back for sure.
Lap and wins. Oh, this passing. Look at this corner. So Ecuador is in the lead and Colombia second. Ivan Civillier on the outside. No chance to go to the semi-finals for Ivan Civillier and Vincenzo Mallorca, the winner of last year 500 meters.
I think there was a false start. You know, but I didn't start because for me it was false. But I don't want to complain about this. It's normal. It can happen, of course, in our sport and also in other sport. It can happen. But my biggest mistake was to turn off the brain.
He comes to you, push you. Okay. But I was in the corner, so when he pushed me, I go outside, and then my race was fucked.
I have to stay focused and continue race because the race is long. 500 meters are long, so I think that was the biggest mistake and the biggest point where I am to work at home.
My swing is like super wet still, fucking awesome.
Once a junior, forever a junior.
What should I have done?
Take it out of your bag.
I did.
But when? Now.
Yeah, I'm not going to put a number, you know how shitty I am.
The points race, it's a lot of different kind of skaters that can take points, whether it's on speed or a breakaway. So it's very unpredictable, but that's also why I like it so much.
Every time people think that we are going to do the same, but in the real details, it's always very different.
Points race is really hard, especially here. It's a really fast race.
I think a points race, it's a lot harder to control because you always have guys that wait until the second half of the race to make some attacks.
I expect that Powerslide team with Bart will go for the first point.
We are 4 guys, so we still need to discuss a bit before the race who has which task.
We know Timothy really like solo effort, so we will do something like that, like last year. I think it can be good for us.
Let the show begin. Off they are. 50 laps to go. 10k points final, and we have the helmet camera. There is Bart Swings for the first moment.
Ataque con Giuseppe Bramante.
Giuseppe Bramante.
Y Pipe no quiere perder la estela de Giuseppe Bramante.
And another skating, attacking, another attack out of the back. There's Loubineaud.
Es Francia quien quiere estar en el liderato con Tributa y Loubineaud.
Look at those two French. They have nearly catched the
I
pack.
see one French attacking and suddenly I see Timothy flying by super fast and I was like, oh, this is dangerous. To be honest, with Giovanni going, I was like, oof, I don't know if I have to go because he's not so fast, so maybe Bart can react also. But then I didn't see Timothy. He was just really good and smart, right moment.
Tributa and Timothy Loubineaud are still so fast. So they are in the pack.
Vamos a tener una
This is
disputa.
the most thrilling question. Who will win this race?
Giovanni, when he went in the breakaway, immediately follow him. And I know I have an advantage on the speed because I'm a little bit faster than him. I knew that on the speed he could not play with me and I could play a little bit more against him.
We have 27 points for Timothy Loubineaud and 21 points for Tributa.
Y quedan
we
solo
have
dos vueltas.
the last lap for those two skaters.
The goal was to win, so we didn't win, we didn't manage to win. I think until the big breakaway with Timothy, we were in a good position. I had good control, I felt strong. I was leading compared to Livio and compared to Pipe. And those were for us the big competitors. Like Arena Geisingen is a big team, they have a strong skater with Livio, especially on their home track. They have a young skater with Methode, so we were expecting them to be very strong. And of course, Pipe, he has won it for 2 times now, I think. So yeah, he's on this track, he's also super strong. So we were watching them, they were watching us, we were fighting. First race of the year, always the same in Geisingen, that I do something stupid. It's one lap I don't pay attention and they go. And it's also the second year that Timothy actually does a good breakaway, because last year in the end he also came close with this. He does it good, he can time really well. So, and we knew we had to focus also a bit on Timmy, but still he got away and he did it good because they were also going, I think, quite a high pace to make a gap like this so fast. 2 strong guys like them, they lapped the pack, I think, in 4 or 5 laps. It says also something that we didn't have a good pace in the peloton, so yeah, the race was over. This is my first win in Arena Geisingen. Last year I went second on the points, but this year I was really happy that I can first be in the podium, but especially winning that race is very important for me. And compared to the level here, it's almost a world championship if it's not harder. So yeah, it's a great feeling to win that type of races. Yeah, he's a strong skater, and you know this is his tactic. He can, when he's gone and he's going for the breakaway, you know it's dangerous. But yeah, maybe I should have reacted faster. But the speed difference with me at that point and him was too big to chase immediately.
Yeah, but that's why in that corner I went wide with him on the side and I said, it was perfect, huh?
And I was behind him, I thought I
And there was
touch me.
Yeah, I saw you, but if I don't if I don't do that in that moment,
It was difficult. On parlait des courses pendant 3 heures, je suis mon instinct et je suis vraiment content d'avoir un instinct un peu débile comme ça parce que au final c'est peut-être ça en fait la force que j'ai, c'est que non seulement je suis patient mais je m'écoute aussi et ça me permet en fait de toujours être juste sur les courses à points parce que c'est quand même un effort qui est compliqué, donc c'est cool que je gagne quoi. Oh ah, moi je t'ai dit mon copain. I told you.
I was just waiting for you the last lap. You went earlier. So
Yeah, like, everyone is waiting for me for the last lap, but today I was like, oh, maybe I have the legs, eh?
sorry for me, I didn't know you were.
No worries. It's the race, eh? If you lap me and I'm lost.
When you said it was okay.
Okay, no worries.
Congrats, huh?
Thank you. I need to change the wheels.
Oh, why?
Hey.
You're gonna fall from the podium or what?
The wheels topic has been the major issue over the last 2-3 years. We used to have a balanced market with few players being able to produce first competitive wheels and second produce wheels. And the issue now that we have is that we do not have that many players able to produce competitive wheels.
For me now the big problem with the wheels is that it's difficult to get them. I get so many people asking me like, can you get wheels for me? Can I buy some wheels? Even people want to buy used wheels that I raced in Shanghai on. Other top athletes, my competitors, they ask me, can I buy your wheels that you used in Shanghai so I can race on them? And that's for me the biggest problem at the moment, that there are really good wheels, really fast wheels, but if not everybody is able to get them, then there's a problem, I think.
Je pense que ça part un peu trop dans tous les sens, qu'il n'y a pas de règles. Donc chaque fabricant va chercher son petit truc en plus sur sa roue et qui fait augmenter les prix. Ça va plus vite, effectivement, ça va plus vite, ça accroche plus, mais est-ce que ça apporte quelque chose de spectacle au sport? Je suis pas sûr non plus.
We are the only sport in the world that the best materials is hard to buy. Like if you see on cycling, it's possible to make innovation as long as the random people can buy it. Here is not possible. Like we have, like even for myself, I need to ask a million people to get one set of wheels.
Because you can hardly get some wheels. You're keen to spend more money to get them, and then there is that kind of crazy inflation in terms of price, and we've reached prices that are not sustainable for the sport itself. And I think at some point we're gonna have to say stop.
The wheel situation for every brand now is really, really difficult, I would say. I don't know if any brand has an easy job right now getting wheels and having the wheels in the same quality and being able to deliver the same wheel for everybody who wants them.
Pour nous qui avons un sponsor, déjà c'est compliqué parce que ça engendre beaucoup de frais pour le sponsor, mais quand je vois pour les familles qui ont par exemple trois enfants qui font du patin et ben, il faut qu'ils aient un jeu de roue neuf pour le championnat de France et que le jeu est à 250 €, bah, ça fait énormément d'argent et c'est pas possible comme ça, quoi. Ça peut pas continuer comme ça, je pense. Je pense qu'il faudrait mettre des règles, légiférer en fait sur un cahier des charges techniques pour que tout le monde sache dans quelle direction il doit aller.
I'm in a how should I say it? In a good position because I'm Bart Swings and I can make sure that I get the wheels, that I have the right wheels for the World Championship, for the race that I need. But not everybody can do that, or because there's just not enough wheels, and that's something that, yeah, in my opinion, that shouldn't be the difference between winning or losing. So I think that's something that has to be looked at and should be changed in the future. I don't know how, maybe Rollskate has to come in and look at this and regulate it. But I really believe that it has to change and that everybody should be able to get the wheels, at least at World Championships, European Championships. That shouldn't make the difference.
It's not a fair competition right now, so if you say if we should regulate right now, I would say yes.
This looks so amazing. This looks absolutely amazing. There we go, top finalists of the Dublin Sprint. Let's get the show started. Let's get that show started. It's a bit different from last year, so the skaters can still move a little bit on the track, have a small warm-up. Vincenzo Maiorca, 100-meter world champion for Mariani. He is definitely one to watch.
The Dublin Sprint is an unusual format. It's a flying lap. It's the only time a year that you race a flying lap. That's something most of us do quite often when training. And I like it because it's exciting, it's really flat out, and it's really the fastest skaters winning the race.
The Dublin Sprint was first done during the opening in 2010. And that's our race. And as you could see, the amazing atmosphere, everyone loves the Dobbin Sprint.
La finale du Dobbin Sprint, c'est quand même quelque chose qu'on vit pas ailleurs qu'à Geisingen. C'est une ambiance de folie et
It was my first time in the Geisingen and racing the biggest tournament on the fastest track, so it was a little pressure as well. But I think I made it to the top 10, and that's the biggest achievement for me as an Indian, because I'm the first Indian to qualify for Dobbin Sprint finals.
La finale du Dobbin Sprint était en plus après les 8e de 500, donc après être sorti en 8e de 500, ça m'a un peu mis un coup au moral quand même. Et du coup de devoir se remobiliser comme ça alors que c'est quelques heures après, c'est pas simple. J'ai réussi à le faire, je me suis mis dans ma bulle, j'ai réussi à tout mettre en place pour que ce soit le mieux possible. Et finalement ça s'est soldé avec un résultat qui était moins bon qu'en série, donc voilà pourquoi j'étais déçu.
Allora, molto meglio rispetto all'anno scorso. L'anno scorso ero arrivata 11ª, non mi ero qualificata per una persona, Matilde. E sono arrivata quinta e ho migliorato anche il tempo rispetto alla qualifica, quindi sono molto contenta.
After the 500 I was really mad. And the thing is, I was able to change my mind before the flying lap, you know. But I told you, I really want to go under 14. So it was one shot. I've only that race to go well, you know. So it's all or nothing.
How was the atmosphere of the flying lap final?
Wow, always magic. Always like everyone cheers for me. That was the really good part when the public loves you, you know. So it was really magic. I want to going fast and don't think about else.
Already the final from the senior woman.
Ladies.
Mi chiamo Asia Mariani e sono campionessa del mondo nella 500 metri lo scorso campionato del mondo in Italia e per quest'anno rappresento la Powerslide per l'anno 2024. Allora, i miei obiettivi per il prossimo anno sicuramente è riconfermare quanto fatto l'anno scorso perché è stata una grandissima stagione, nonostante ho avuto un infortunio poco prima del mondiale in Italia, mi sono rotta la scapola a giugno e poi c'è stato il mondiale ad agosto e quindi quest'anno spero di avere una preparazione più lineare e che vada bene anche perché il campionato del mondo è in casa, a casa mia. Negli anni passati avevo sempre corso a Geisingen e avevo vinto la 500 nel 2022 e nel 2023. Però quest'anno farlo col body della Powerslide, molta pressione. Infatti ho fatto una falsa partenza al primo turno.
Asia Mariani for Powerslide Vesmaco, having also a false start like Colin Castro, which did it in the semi-final.
Jenny Pajaro is the only one who's no false start.
Getting to the line now, and the skater from El Salvador, Yvonne Nochez, also having a false start. So 3 skaters with a false start for a final. That's an interesting case. What a final start list.
And off they are.
Asia, super start. It's incredible.
Superstar.
I don't know how she
all
do
the
jump
Italian
so fast.
has such a good start.
Yeah, incredible. They work for sure. This very good. She's controlling good, but on the outside, Yvonne is trying to get a pass with a little contact with Jenny, using little bit the elbow, but it's still okay. Yvonne seems to be staying on the outside. No, she gets back in the draft. It's too hard. Maybe she will wait a little later or trying more in the inside because there is a little room. I think she could almost do it. But the speed is high, huh? Varani out of the corner is creating so much speed. Jenny seems to wait for the last corner. She will build, she will save all her energy and put it now. Let's see how she goes on the outside. It's going to be a close finish. Wow. World champion, protect her title. Even if it's not the World Championship, we could almost tell this final was a World Championship.
È andata molto bene per la 500 metri. E perché ho confermato quanto fatto gli altri anni, dato che questo è stato il terzo anno consecutivo che ho vinto la 500 qui a Geisingen, quindi non poteva andare meglio. And the time is fast
every year.
Pour les limes, ouais, on a carrément beaucoup plus besoin de se regrouper et les débuts de course sont vraiment très tendus, tout le monde est très tendu, ça se bat beaucoup, donc c'est compliqué ouais, de se retrouver.
Yeah, for me, I have some bad experiences in elimination races, a lot of crashes, and also I think 2 years ago I was racing for another team. I was alone and I was after 3 laps the first eliminated in Geisingen. So for me it's always a tricky race. Of course it helps if you have a strong team around you because you can go to the front, you can trust on them. But yeah, elimination race and me, I love it when I get to the second part, when it's one big line and it's man against man, but the first 10 laps when it's really chaotic pushing, for me I honestly really hate it. So I try to stay as much as possible in the front with my team.
But I also believe, Felix, that you can do way more than you think. Really, I'm sure. Like if you look in the past years, it's crazy how many laps you led. So
we'll have to go to the front.
Yeah, but we can also get to the front and wait for you there. So
I think once we were together, it will be wanted to think of it. I should have tried.
The plan was to be second team, always. Doesn't matter who is in the front, we want to be in the inside lane, second team.
This year we didn't have a big team. We knew already we have to profit from the other guys because we can start leading, but we also know we are with 2 that can win the final sprint. So we try to just use them because we know Arena Geisingen and Mariani, they will start fighting. Because Arena Geisingen, they have a lot of people now. They were like with 8 or 9 skaters on the track.
But it was a very chaotic race, really fast race. It was even faster than the points race, the average lap time.
5 skaters.
Wow.
Now we have a crash. Oh, this is
Felix
Reinen who got down.
When Felix crashed, it totally changed our race plan because we knew we were only with 3. Arena Geisingen 6 or 7 guys. Mariani was with 4 or 5.
In that moment I thought, okay, they are 2, indeed we are 4. I thought it would be nice if in the second half of the race they have to sacrifice one of them. But in the end they were so strong physically that they didn't really have to sacrifice one.
Our plan was gone. But me and Jason, we know each other also very well from Europeans, from Worlds. So we actually adapted right away and start racing like as if it was a World Championships. Bart, he's I think technically one of the best skater in the world, so yeah, he can manage pretty quick, and he also tells me, you have to do this, you have to do this, and I try to listen as good as possible. So
Jason Suttle is following. This will the victory. Could be the victory of Bart Swings. Bart Swings. Jason Suttle. Powerslide.
It doesn't matter for us who wins. If it's Felix or me or even Jason, we just want to have the best result for the team, and I'm just super happy if one of us wins.
I think it was a great weekend for myself and for the team, especially with the win on the points race.
Ce contrat rempli, course réussie, donc c'est vraiment génial, et encore plus à Geisingen où on sait que le niveau est niveau championnat du monde, donc c'est vraiment incroyable.
Then in general, I think the weekend was quite great for the team because with the team spirit and the result we had, I think we can be proud of what we have done.
It's not only the track, what I said before, it's the atmosphere in this facility. My goal was always to build a track that gives the best condition for the sport and for the athletes, and not to build the fastest track of the world, but it's nice to have this title now.
I remember also his world title from Felix in Arnhem, the marathon. I screamed super hard when I knew that he won. I was so happy for him.
Felix, he never went away to another team. He's like, I think he's 20 years on the team right now.
I think Powerslide would not be the same without Felix. So
So I want to support him to do his dream and to go chase his dreams. But now I have also a different personality, so to say, like being a mom.
That was pretty much the moment when I realized that life is so small.
It's just priorities have switched. And yeah, the skating is still a huge part in my life, but it's not the most important anymore.